Welcome to the Sprinkles of Spirit podcast. I'm Lisa, and I am your host. With a lifelong passion for self-discovery, personal growth, and spirituality, I have realized the ability to transform our lives is a timeless gift that lies within each of us, waiting to be awakened. Join me in this space every Thursday as I share with you all of the powerful practices and tools that have helped me elevate my mind, body, and spirit, as I know they will do the same for you. Together, we'll unleash your potential through self-love, self-acceptance, and faith, empowering you to live an inspired life that radiates with authenticity, purpose, and unwavering joy. I am so grateful you are here. Remember, you are exactly where you are supposed to be, and you are loved beyond measure. Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in this week. I know it's been a few weeks since I have uploaded an episode, and that is because this year I've made the commitment to myself to really use this space, this sacred space together, as a channel for what's coming through me, to be shared. So I want to show up when I'm in the flow versus setting a set schedule and saying, oh, I have to record this time, this day. Oh, I have to get this many episodes recorded. I'm kind of letting any kind of schedule go, other than I will continue to upload on Thursdays. But I really want to be in the flow, of what comes to me intuitively, when I'm guided to show up, when I'm guided to share, when it's in my heart. I really want to be grounded in that fully present, true essence, of what's meant to come through for you, because I really do believe that when you tune in to an episode, it's because there's something here that will speak to you, that will speak to your soul, to your spirit, and leave you uplifted or maybe learning something new, right? So I'm going to kind of go that way this year, kind of going with the flow of my angels, when they tap me on the shoulder, when I receive a message, and they're like, yep, this needs to be shared. For those of you who might subscribe to my YouTube channel, there was, what was the date? It was an alignment activation meditation that literally was just like downloaded, to me. 111. Thank you. On the 111 alignment. And I was like, okay, that particular morning I was just in the flow, receiving a lot, and I shared a lot that day. I recorded, filmed the video, did some writing, some creating. That's how I want to show up this year, fully in the present moment, fully connected to what I'm being guided to share. So versus like my Capricorn moon, outline or schedule that I may have created, and it doesn't mean I won't talk about the subjects that I have listed that I want to talk about. But I will make sure it's in the time and space of being in the flow. So let's breathe together. 60 seconds, take with me. So put down all the things. If you're driving, of course, you can take a breath with me, but don't close your eyes. This is just a time we can really get grounded in the present moment and really receive together. So wherever you are, go ahead and close your eyes and relax your shoulders. Relax the jaw, the face. And go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose, filling up the belly, the ribs, the chest, the shoulders. And a tiny pause. Big exhale out of your mouth. And then breathe in through your nose, keeping the mouth closed. And then breathe out through your nose. All right. And then slowly open your eyes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we are in 2025, and I wanted to share, I've studied all the things. And of course, in numerology, 2025, 2 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. And I posted on Instagram a little questionnaire. I'm like, do you know what a 9 year means for you? And most of you said no. So I'm just going to talk about that a little bit. And then, of course, I have an angel message for you. And I'm using different card decks this year to bring you a message for each episode that comes through. And then just kind of intuitively talking about the message. And 2 cards flew out. So I have a total of 3 to read for you. But so stay with me for that. So a 9 year in numerology really symbolizes a cycle or a period, a chapter ending. It's the completion of a cycle. So right away, what comes to my mind is the womb. When a child is born, they're in the womb for 9 months, right? It's the completion, something is ready to change. And it really is a year to prepare us for the change. And some of you may experience change this year, whether it's, let's think about your work environment. There may be some abrupt changing of the guards, right? Like different people in different positions, or maybe you're going to get moved, or you'll have an opportunity for change this year. Or, in your personal life, relationships, right? This may be the year some of you decide to, really allow yourself to let go of relationships that are just not serving your highest good, and you're willing to let them go. Or some of you may meet that right person this year, as you're closing the door on the old and you're opening up the door to the new. So it's like something is ending and something's beginning, so really a really awesome year for reflection, of course, taking stock, everything you've learned. Some of you may have completed, therapy sessions or coaching or a course, or you've really done your personal development work, shadow work, you dove deep and you're just feeling like you're standing on solid ground now, comfortable in your own skin, really understanding all aspects of your self as a spiritual being, versus our ego identity, the labels that we throw on ourselves. Maybe some of you are like, completing, a chapter of personal growth, because I really do think personal growth is forever. I know for me, I'm always learning. I'm always growing. I don't think we ever know it all. And of course, that's just how I share as I continue to grow and evolve. And my journey of faith deepens. I love to show up and share that, because it just lights me up, all of this. And I know how it can help other people, gain resilience, through your spiritual path, through strengthening your relationship to God, to your angels, it can really give you a sense of confidence, a sense of strength and resilience to really flow through life with acceptance and with grace. And we handle challenging chapters, with a sense of acceptance, versus resistance. So a 9-year really is a time of releasing, a time of completion, a time of taking stock, kind of like standing back, and going, gosh, look at everything I've gone through. Where am I at now? And then kind of turning yourself in the other direction and going, all right, what is it I'm going to create this year? Or how do I want to show up, in my life going forward? Because listen, the sun rises every day, and every day is an opportunity, right, for us to do something different. It's never too late. Never too late to start something new, to open the book, to start learning, to start growing, to diving deep. It is never, ever, ever, ever too late, for that. So kind of exciting. And then I have my Angel Numbers book. I love this book, you guys. It's by Kyle Gray. And I was like, oh, what did he write about? The number 9, he says, the energy of the divine is awakening within you. Let your soul do the leading. So how do we do that? How do you let your spirit guide you? We have to get quiet, and we are all living, and I know I've talked about this before, but gosh, we are all in such a time and space of external noise, and the internet, it's like such a blessing and yet can be such a curse, kind of like it's to be used for good, but it can also obviously be used for the negative. It can drain your energy completely. And my empaths out there, really important for us to honestly limit your time on staring at the phone, staring at the television. I know I personally do not watch. I won't say I used to watch absolutely zero TV, but my husband and I really, we like our cuddle time on the couch. And we're into a couple of shows, I have to admit. I don't know, but he does keep me grounded, like that, like my feet on the earth. I'm so excessive in my upper chakras, like, woo, I'm floating up there all the time that I allow him to kind of like, hey, you're living life here. Feet are on the earth. Let's watch a fun show. So I won't say, don't allow yourself obviously to watch the news or a favorite show or something, but, keep it limited. You really, it's so draining. Electronics, I find. I have to limit myself, yet I utilize it to create. Like I'm, right now I'm recording. I have a microphone in front of me and, the laptop in front of me. There's things we have to do, but I highly suggest limiting it and then carving out or creating a space in your home where you can be alone and you can be quiet and you can sit in solitude. And that may be something new for you guys. It may be something you're still struggling with. I totally get it. It is a practice, but a practice that is so, so, so worth it. When you begin to meditate and it becomes a part of your life, you create space. You create space in your mind. And it's that space that allows you to connect to that deeper part of yourself. And it's only when we're in that space that we can really, truly hear our true essence, guide us, your intuition, your intuitive voice, your inner guide, whatever you want to call it, your angels. You have to get quiet. We have to shut it down. We've got to shut it down. We have to make the commitment to tell our loved ones I need an hour to myself. I need to go for a walk by myself. I'm going to the yoga studio tonight. I'm going for a sound bath. I'm going to acupuncture. You know, I'm going to go stare at the ocean. Like, I'm going to lock myself in the bathroom for 5 minutes. Like, whatever it is you have to do. Because I realize, we've got children, we've got commitments, we've got to-do lists, we have families, that need us. I realize like life is going on, but let me tell you something. I'm living proof it can happen, and I have several beautiful teachers and coaches in my life who are they are just such beautiful examples of walking the talk, and really reflect back to me that yes, it is possible to have a deep relationship with God, to deepen your faith, to be on this spiritual path, and to have your daily sadhana, your daily spiritual practice, and do all the things. It is possible. All it takes is a commitment and a willingness, right? We have to be willing. We have to be ready. We have to be willing. And when we're willing and we ask for this space, I really do believe we're able to create it. We're able to carve it out. The time and space will show up. Just like tonight, I did not plan on recording at all this week. It really wasn't even, it just wasn't in my mind. And then I had such a beautiful yoga practice tonight. Things came to me and then the time and space arrived. And that's what I mean by being in the flow. You'll know when you know, and now's the time for me to sit down and create, and share something, right? So yeah. So let's talk about what our angels want to, oh no, actually, one more thing I want to fit in this episode. This might get a little long. I'm going to put this up, this episode on the full moon or new moon rather. Yes, we have a new moon in Aquarius. Okay. So, I'm a new moon kind of girl, and this is our cosmic clean slate, right? And I'm going to read to you. I bought a calendar from Suzanne Miller, and she is an astrologer who's been, in my radar for many, many years. And she creates this beautiful calendar every year, and mapping out all the astrological events, the full moon, the new moons, the retrogrades, everything. So I'm going to read to you what she wrote for this new moon in Aquarius. So it says, a fabulous new moon that will open the door to a plethora of opportunities. Pluto and the sun and the new moon adds power. Uranus leads the brigade and will support Mars. Although Mars is retrograde, Uranus will add energy and trigger innovations. So Uranus is like the planet of unexpected surprises. So I really feel strongly that this is a powerful, powerful, powerful new moon. And it comes, it's almost just a few days after we had that powerful January 25th alignment of the 7 planets. Really, really powerful time, you guys. If you have not done a vision board, I had the opportunity to get together with my mastermind group, and these girls, are just so beautiful, powerful. Getting together with a group of people and having a vision board party. If you have not done that, so powerful. Absolutely loved it. Your creative juices start flowing. You're feeding off of each other's high vibe. Highly suggest doing that. If you have not, put that on your list of to-dos. and don't freak out if you can't. And I always say, you have time around the new moon. If you can't have time of solitude and serenity on the night of the new moon, it's okay. We have a few days prior, a few days after. You never have to freak out. But try to carve out a ritual for yourself. I really do believe in the power of ritual. There's something really powerful that happens energetically when you're grounded in the present moment and you have an intention set in your heart and you practice a ritual that speaks to you. And it can be simply lighting a candle, maybe the color that speaks to your intention, new beginnings. I always think of maybe a white candle or maybe yellow if you're trying to cultivate confidence, right? Self-love. I would light a pink candle, or something that's just anything that speaks to you. Grab your favorite crystals or a flower or a picture or a poem in front of you. Like there's all kinds of things you can do. And if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, please do. And I will absolutely send you my personal new moon ritual that you can do any month. And remember, we all have this opportunity every month. We get this gift to set a new intentions and to begin again, right? What's better than that? Every month we get this opportunity to go, oh, okay, this is the month. I'm committing, I'm willing to make the commitment to show up for myself in this way, and this is a spiritual path. It is a commitment and it's a journey, and we're not always going to be there, But what's going to strengthen your journey is the willingness, number one, and the commitment to getting quiet. I will tell you, is those two things are number one to deepening your relationship to God, to your higher power, to the universe, whatever you call it, to gaining confidence, resilience, and feel inspired about life, and trusting that in 2025, this cycle, whatever's about to change for you, trusting in that, trusting in the change that's about to happen for you. It is on time, right? Okay. So let me read you the cards. Oh my God, this deck that I'm using, I absolutely love. This deck speaks to me, and it's by Rebecca Campbell, and I am guided to read these two cards to you first. And I am going to read from her book to honor the author. And I will tell you guys, the rose is a really special symbol for me personally. Really symbolizes the Holy Spirit. That's why I was drawn to this deck. So the two cards that flew out, the first card is one of just the brightest to me. I got the chills when the card flew out. The sun. And it says joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, play. So the sun is our life force, right? That bright, big, beautiful sun. So let me read to you what she writes in the book about this card, okay? So in the summer, when the sun is at its highest path in the sky, the rose is at its fullest. Her fragrance is sweet and the fruit is still to come. In this oracle, the sun represents life force energy, vitality, confidence, success, positivity, delight, and the sheer joy of life. And it's left the fertile darkness of the soil. The future rose begins reaching toward the light of the sun after it's left the fertile darkness of the soil. the rose begins reaching towards the light. So how perfect that this is showing up, right? In the cycle, the 9-year, that cycle ending and something beginning, right? The rose is about to bloom in your life, So it says one of life's greatest blessings is to feel the warmth of the sun on our face, to drink in the gold nectar of what life has for us, and to take a moment to bask in being alive. This is our invitation to relish your aliveness, to embrace your joyfulness, make time for play, enjoy the simple things in life, to be grateful for your body, to acknowledge the wondrous life force energy that's woven through all of life, to remember that your soul had a dream and your life is it. So she writes, this is a wondrous card that heralds a time of playfulness, enjoyment, bliss. The sun can also represent the inner child and be an invitation to have some fun. So I take it as, for some of you, maybe it's been all work and no play. This is the time to go outside, feel the sunshine on your skin, keep it simple, and remember you're here to be in joy. You're here to play. So if it's been all serious lately, I feel like the message here is make sure you remember that you're here to play. You're here to laugh. You're here to experience joy. It doesn't all have to be so serious. Matter of fact, I find the more I play and the more when I'm just allow myself to just have fun and be joyful and do something just because I love it, those are the times I find that I'm in the flow and I get more inspired and I receive more downloads of inspiration and I receive the ideas, that light me up. So yeah, I feel like this is a really, really awesome card to start the year receiving this. Yeah, a lot of joy headed your way. So the second card that flew out, really, you can't make it up. It says, we are nature. And it says, becoming grounded, embodiment, living in connection. And the picture is a woman's face, and surrounding her is nature, the grass, the flowers, water, the sun's shining down on her. So I really feel like this is remembering our connection with everything, getting grounded. Obviously, I start out each episode grounding us with the breath. What does getting grounded mean? It means bringing yourself into the present moment, getting grounded in your body. When we connect to our breath and you feel your body, you remember that we're not existing in nature. You remember we are nature. We're part of nature, right? And we're here, we're breathing. We're not all these thoughts and we're not all this external noise that I talked about, All right, let me read what she wrote. Okay, so indigenous earth-based traditions have always seen the planet and all beings as interconnected and sacred, humans as one with the earth itself. The earth and Mother Rose are calling us back to the earth, to weave the sacred back in, to weave nature back into the center of our everyday lives, to see ourselves as nature, and to spend more time interacting with the living natural world, returning to nature. How's your connection with nature? What's your relationship with your own body? How can you live in a more grounded way? So this card is an invitation to develop a deeper connection with the earth, to actively spend time with the physical natural world around you, to tend it, to take your place as a custodian of it, to see the sacred in all of life, to notice the changing seasons around you and within you, and to remember that you too are part of the earth's ever-changing landscape. To remember that you are nature and you'll always find your true nature in nature. To embrace your body as your home and the planet as your mother. So you guys, speaking of the number 9 and the cycles, this is connecting us and remembering this. Everything is cyclical, everything, including nature. Nature shows us every day that everything is cyclical. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same. And that is one thing we can absolutely count on. You can absolutely count on. Things are going to change. So maybe some of you feel stuck. Maybe you feel like you've been just doing this and this and this and this, and nothing's happening. I really feel like your angels are coming in strongly here and reminding you to get grounded, to go outside, feel the sunshine, remember the cycles of the season. We're still in winter. Remember, we're still in winter. Winter is the darkness. Winter is where we hide out. Winter is hibernation. Winter is shadow work. Winter is integration. Remember, we're still in that. However, the growth is happening beneath the dark soil. The seeds have been planted. Your personal work, your personal growth is working for you, to you and through you. And the seed is reaching and making its way. It's weaving its way up through the soil because the sun is always shining. The sun is always shining, giving us everything that we need to bloom exactly where we've been planted, and to trust that wherever you are in your life, you've been planted there for a reason. Put your roots down. Let go of the fear, let go of the worry, and trust that everything that you need to fulfill your soul's mission, your life purpose, to meet that special person, to create that special project, to open that next door, to achieve that goal, it's all flowing to you. And along the way, have some fun. Have some fun. Laugh and play and be silly. And buy some flowers this week. Plant a rose bush in your garden. Feel nature. Okay, and ending with a Sprinkles of Spirit angel card message for you. And this is beautiful. And it says, love is here for you. And your affirmation is, it is safe for me to open my heart and allow myself to give and receive love. It is safe for me to open my heart and allow myself to give and receive love. There you have it. The sunshine is love. This is a reminder that love is here for you. Love is all around you. And yes, I do feel like this is a message of a new beginning, new relationships, new connections, new community, new opportunities. Yeah. The giving and the receiving, the giving and the receiving, the giving and the receiving. So remember to just be open. Remember to be open and trust in this next new chapter opening for all of us, in 2025. Love is here for you. Right on time. So thank you. I'm so happy that you tune in. And for our Sprinkles of Spirit community, I see you, I feel you, I appreciate you. I would love to hear from you. If you haven't left a review, it's really a way for me, to know that you're here with me. that you're receiving all that I'm sharing, that you want me to keep going. I would love for you to join a special circle I'm opening up this year. Sign up at lisayogaangel.com for deets on that, the details. And I'll see you inside that circle. And until next time, have a beautiful week. Namaste.